Hand's a little medium. It's really good with the wild rate. So probably playing the Aristocrats deck. This matchup hedges a lot on whether or not they can find Boltwing Phoenix and whether or not they can find the Nightbloom for it. No, I kept a hand with wild. Why there's none here. I probably just wanted to Decree of Banishing this. Especially since I drew another one. Look at that, we didn't draw any shards. And some people were like, ah, you shouldn't have kept a hand without wild. And it's like, well, we didn't draw any shards at all, right? So, like, when we don't draw any shards at all, our momentum deck's not particularly good. It wouldn't matter if I had 2 shards, we just still wouldn't have any resources. Oh, good. Oh, good. We'll save him the trouble. They had the fucking nuts and we missed our 3rd shard. Look at these Pipit Pals. Probably these Hecklers. Probably a Jouster. No, sack. Bolt Wings are only card that matters, and they need to have a sack outlet or a Nightbloom with it. This matchup's very bad for the Aristocrats deck. We played the Aristocrats deck a lot against a lot of different things. This matchup's very bad for it. Your only card that matters is Boltwing, and you don't have any manipulation or card selection to find your Boltwing consistently. If I mulligan, those cards aren't necessarily in my hand. That's why I think that hand was a reasonable keep, because we have, what, 4 shots that before we need to brick on wild? Three, right? Because we're on the play. I like the slow shard in the Aristocrats deck. Pretty threshold hungry, so having that pretty conservative. Yeah, I felt like it. Three here is gonna be pretty annoying. Yep. You can't stack in. I probably just want the Flight Troop, right? They're gonna play the bird next turn, and we'll die, and people will be like, see, the matchup's really bad. And I'll just, you know, it is what it is. Their best possible start. Boarded in, what, 5 extra pieces of removal and didn't see any? Ding, they don't have it, God bless. They made better dual shards. Why? What's wrong with the shards that we have? The shards we have now seem fine. When you have too good of fixing, like the format kind of degenerates into like this good stuff mush. I think the dual shards we have now are like adequate. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Put a non-resource on top. Because we're going to draw a shard when we attack with this. Yeah, the three shard decks aren't something you want in every format. Again, when like every deck can play lots of shards without any penalty, it eliminates variety in the format by having the fixing be too good, because the best decks just play all the best cards. Real question, do I want to attack with this turn? This is momentum 4. So I guess I get a 2-for-1 guaranteed. I guess I can hit a non-shard. I guess I should have played some of these out, right? Alright, that's not bad. Put this over here. 10 out of 10 should have played some of these out. Maybe I should have attacked with this too, right? Because they probably want to double one of my 5s. This is a free point of damage I missed. Yeah. These dorks are smaller than they should be because of my sequencing. Lady Violet Blightbark. So I missed 1 point of damage here. And I missed... These would each be 1 larger. So they get to block. They'd take 1, 2. Yeah, we're actually like 1 point of damage short on this attack, right? So my mistake directly matters. I'm exactly 1 point of damage short. What does this do? Oh, fuck! I'm just... Alright, well, they can't attack this turn, I guess, because I forgot to do this before clicking to combat. It's a good example of how to snowball some mistakes here. Glad I have another shard, so I didn't have to attack with this turn. Have another sack outlet? Sure. Hey, need to draw one of our 4 ways to avoid this here, to have a shot this game. Again, miss lethal 2 different ways. Yep. If I hit an Ire or a Banishing for this, we'll be in an okay spot. Oh, I just get to attack? Sure. So they can't eat both of these, they have to chump here. This attack was really aggressive on their part. I'm gonna kill this one, so that way that Deathcry trigger is just out of the way, since I don't care about it. We have another Dream's End here. Feels like a Dream's End or a Massacre. Way to clean up the board. Boltwing plus stuff. Maybe they have another Lady Violet Blightbark. Yeah, that would make sense. Hey, Chris with the 19-month resub. Thanks and welcome back, buddy. I do appreciate it. Sure. All right, we knew about that one, right? Yep. I'm gonna go down to... Are they dead on board? Unsure if they were dead on board. Don't actually know. Alright. Huntmaster's kind of weird. Because, like, I kind of want it, but at the same time, I can't respond to Boltwing trigger with it, right? So that probably makes it not very good. Yeah, that probably makes it not very good. They were dead to our flyer. Okay. Keeping the memes and dreams alive, Ashiok, with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. On the draw this time. Trying to dodge bolt wings like it's our job. This curve's very good. Doop, 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 doop. That's even better. Hey, Crota SC with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, no sack outlet on 2 is kind of great for us. We get to go ahead and do this, and to crack them with this, give this an extra momentum. Winter's Grasp is a very good draw. We're gonna smash them for a lot next turn. They're probably pretty close to dead, right? I get to go Shard, Palm, Champ Power, Winter's Grasp. Shard, Palm. Not quite dead, but we're getting there. This. Yeah, they're going to 2 here. Mashy smashy. And even if they have a Massacre here, we're going to go Shamrock into Brighthammer next turn. Alright, your move. You could say we've built some momentum. It's a real good turn, yep. Okay. They know we have a shard in hand. Leprechaun made a lucky coin. Deck saw no representations of Bash last weekend, but it seems quite powerful. You think? I don't think people that play Hex like playing decks like this. I think if you look at the decks that people consistently play in Hex, like historically for the almost 2 years that I've been playing, Hex players tend to prefer playing blood, mid-range, control, mush. So control is pretty playable right now. So people are inclined towards playing those decks more. I think this deck is a really bad matchup against the Sapphire Diamond control deck, which have been pretty popular in the previous 2 bashes, but this deck lines up really well against the aggressive decks that did well in this previous bash. So right here, Squeaky Cookie playing Haraza here. think the Haraza matchup with this deck's pretty reasonable. Most of the Haraza matchups with this deck are pretty reasonable. I don't know which flavor of Haraza they're playing necessarily, but needed one more turn. That's why we didn't give you another turn. That's why I killed you dead. Momentum, there's no breaks in the momentum train. I don't think that's true, Burgle. I think you're bad against the Diamond Sapphire decks. I don't think the blood matchup's unwinnable by any stretch of the imagination. Turbo BA is great. It top 8 at the bash this past weekend. Need to run off a couple more shards here. Return to Cinder in the main deck. Okay, that's interesting. Wonder which version of sockets they're playing. Be either one still. I missed lethal 2 different ways in the second game in Syndium. If it makes you feel better before you punted back to me by attacking with the flyer. We're on a couple of resources off here. I'm not sure if these Pipit Pals might just be better as Palm of Granite. Yeah, see, like this feels pretty terrible, right? Just gonna go ahead and Decree of Banishing and get rid of this Storko. I might move back onto more Palms in this build. This build still has some holdovers from when I was trying to beat the control decks with this, the Sapphire Diamond with this deck. God, alright, well, that at least guarantees me a shard next turn, which is nice. God bless Fate Weave. Get some jump blockers here. A little aggressive using my Decree when I did. And probably go 2-drop, 2-drop here and run us down. 2-drop, 3-drop. Yeah, that's kind of scary. The fact that we kind of petered out and didn't do anything. If this would have been a Palm of Granite, we'd have just run them out of this game. But it wasn't, so we're not going to. Make another Candle Jumper. Yep. It's not a resource. Chomp's a little slow in this matchup. Pipit Pal's not particularly great though. Like Heckler on this list, literally never played it. I threw it in the list and then I stopped playing the deck. Put 2 Hyperborean Huntmasters in. He's really good at swinging races. People just like to A-space smash face, assuming they don't have to play around anything. And you're just like, alright, here's my Huntmaster, fog your attack, untap, kill you. On the draw in this matchup, I will cut the Jousters and bring in these Winter Scrasps. I think we're going to cut the Pipit Pals after this match and put the Palm of Granites back in. I've got 6 wild shards in this deck. That's probably enough. This Stork can Fate Weave a resource, and this goes 1-drop, 2-drop on the play, so it's pretty good. Obviously, it's ideal with the wild, but this probably finds a wild. Actually, on the draw, I might cut the Righteous. Nah, the Righteous Waxheads are fine. They're a little. They suck a little bit against Century of Nulzan, though. Like, R1 drop's not good against their 1-drop. Yeah, I think Huntmaster is great against all of these aggressive decks. Do this. All right, I hit that. I want to just guarantee another resource. I'm gonna put a non-shard on top with this because I can guarantee a resource with this guy. Go ahead and crunch with both of these here. They probably won't block thinking they can race. Maybe they do block. They're going to be in a little bit of trouble regardless. Next turn we get to go Shard, Pathfinder, Champ Power, Shard off the top. Gonna run them down. So this increases the momentum by 1 on this. This will be a 5/5, so they can't block either of my things profitably now. And this will generate a coin for me, so I have a resource guaranteed next turn. Yep, jump my 8/8. Go ahead. You're very loud, Jacob Jeffrey. I love you, but you're very loud. Do you have a way to kill my leprechaun? There's a reason why that emote is Jake's head. There's a reason why that emote is Jake's head. Makes such great sheep noises. Alright, kill that one. Yep. Alright. Brighthammer Adept. I'm gonna get the Jouster down. I don't really care about a Fate Weave right now. Sure. You have Bury in your dark card against me? That seems terrible. Alright, let's put a non-resource on top of my deck. Trying to stop your Fate Weave? That seems loose. Alright, so on the draw, I want more removal in my deck, I think. So I definitely want these. The question is, do I want Rotting Chompknight? My gut says Chompknight's probably too slow, right? I think the Chompknight's too slow. I'm just gonna click submit. Heckler's a little quicker. It's fine. Not exciting, but fine. Yeah, I think playing a card that's only good when they stumble seems loose. Sweet. This gives us something to do if they don't give us a 2-drop to get rid of. And they play MC on 2. The reason why we board in Winter's Grasp here on the draw is because, like, when they play MC or something like this on 2, our 2-drop doesn't block this profitably. Am I playing this? Am I letting this hit me? Am I letting this hit me? Yeah, I think so. Put a non-shard on top. Hand probably needs a little bit more help. That could catch us in trouble if we don't hit a resource in the card underneath that, though. Alright, no Quench is good for us. No blocks, gain a charge. People love just playing out these naked animuses. I just don't understand. I feel like you should like try and get triggers out of these. I think I'm willing to trade this here, so I'm just gonna pass the turn. There's Quench. Okay. Gives them a banner. Means I'm gonna trade this for Quenchy, so that way they don't get their Quenchy trigger. Really glad we didn't attack now. Definitely playing a little bit of defense on the draw. Alright, we had a shard. good. To do this, I want to just pump this up now. I don't think I do. I think I want to just take a hit this turn, and then next turn play the other one, and then hopefully hit 2 resources. Quench, sure. I think I'm just going to take 8 here. Yeah, I'm just going to take 8. Alright, sweet. So do this. Huh. Do I just go whack shot here as chump blockers, or do I play out this Decree of Banishing? I'm probably supposed to play the Decree of Banishing out, right? They play out 2 troops this turn, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble. If we don't hit a shard next turn, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. If they have 3 troops this turn, we're going to be dead. Fuck's sake. Alright, getting that done. In a morning of getting nut drawn. Afternoon of getting nutted on. Afternoon. Did we live through that turn if I played both the 0 ones, we'd live through that turn, right? I'd eat their 2 large guys and then go to 2 and then potentially live. So like, you could probably argue I made a mistake that last turn by not playing. Nah, I'm not supposed to play around that. Let's just not even go there. I think my line was correct. They had to have exactly double warp steal. Because I was getting to block their 2 largest things. So if they played just 2 medium-sized things, yeah. I think my line was correct. Running a die roll every once in a while would be nice. Unhinged and feel real bad about myself. Yep. Yep. Can you bring one of your bowls over here, Jacob, and I'll give you some fish? Bring one of your bowls over here, and I'll give you some fish, buddy. Third, please. Okay, got that going for us. Unhinged for a second time. Good beat. Didn't happen. I wonder if I'm supposed to Brighthammer there. So that way I can... Yeah, I'm probably supposed to Brighthammer there. I can guarantee a resource next turn. Well, I guess I could just suicide this to guarantee a resource. Nope. JK, LOL. A small mistake on my opponent's part here. They should let this hit them before they play the Wrath of the Elements, because the trigger from this could go onto the card that they're voiding. Why didn't I cut this Pipit Pal for Palm of Granite? Just like this hand's insane if this is Palm of Granite. Good shit. They just wouldn't have gotten to do anything this turn. Alright, I'm off it. I just don't even want to. I guess we can give it the old college best here. Bot removal's pretty bad. Heckler's pretty bad. Got one of these Pipit Pals because they're doing nothing but upsetting me. Yes, it's a little loose. We don't have a second thing for this. Hopefully ShamWow here makes a thing and then we can Fate Weave a Wild to the top. Unhenge is very good against us. Back to the hit chest. The worst draw on the deck. We want another resource, but we need it to be wild. Nice. Yeah, the Candles deck is probably pretty competitive all the way through your climb. Alright, ShamWow is gonna resolve at least. Get that going for us. Wild? Yeah. Just I should have signed off after we 0-3'd with the fucking Ruby Wild deck. Like, keep a medium hand, hit the running 2 worst draws in the deck. 2 of the however many, what, we had 7 diamonds left in our deck. Because now, like, I have to Fate Weave a shard to the top of my deck while I just have a handful of shards. I guess we're less sad, is like... It's gonna get unhinged, probably. Alright. Lucky, lucky, lucky coins. Resource on top of my deck, so we can hopefully hit wild for Brosi. Pipit was a Palm of Granite. This hand wouldn't be that much different. Oh, if it was a Palm of Granite, we'd cast Brosi. Just, why'd you have to do it to me, Dwight? Why'd you have to kick me in the dick like that? I already feel bad about the fact this card's still in my deck. Gotta bring me down. Yep. And block one of these, right? Yep, they're not attacking. Watch it be another diamond. I might lose my shit if it's another diamond. God bless us, everyone. Alright, Oh. Didn't even need the wild. Dwight with the real clutch observation. A consult out of their hand at least. I don't think they can illuminate it quick. -8 deal. What does this do? Target troop you control gets +2 and crush. Sacrifice this. Target troop you control gets +2 and crush. Alright. I'm gonna play this. There is, you're not wrong. Thanks, Razul. Hope you had a great stream yourself. Ugh. I'm putting a non-resource on top here. I'm gonna play my claws out. Another non-resource on top. And then if they don't play anything next turn, I might just attack this in. I'm holding the fort down pretty well here now. It's a 5/5 with life drain and flight. Am I dead? I might be dead. Block, trade, take 8, 10. I did do a removal spell. I'm not dead to removal. They probably need to alpha here, right? It feels like they need to alpha. Nope, no alpha. Okay. Sapphire's favor. Alright, they're stunning these two dorks. Got it. Brosi-Buk. Let's play this out. Okay. This trigger momentums. Second non-resource on top of my deck again here. This makes their combat math a lot harder, so hopefully they can't kill us here. They have like a Runebind, I think we're dead. We take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nope, not dead to a Runebind. Okay, that also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have exactly 8. If they alpha here, I kill them on the backswing, right? Did I miscount? Did I miscount? I'll just have something that punched their team from Brosi. I'm gonna light the votives. They have the card that destroys. Oh, these are stunned. Well, that sucks. I did not think that that was good. I should have played my resource first, right? I played my resource first. Thankfully, got another one. I believe we're dead. I believe we have died. It is. We can only block a couple other things. Yep, gonna be dead. 1, 2, 3. Got toasted by Brosi, making them a whatever that was, the Sapphire's favor. 6 to 7 usually. Usually 7. Usually somewhere in like the 60 to 80 player range. Plus top 8. Sixty to 80 is usually the range. Yep, every Saturday. We played like 12 games, right? And like every time, Pippa Pal's just been like this rancid ass card. Opponent finally playing against a control deck. Probably we put a 1 or 2 drop on top of our deck here. That is correct. My opponent drew Wrath of the Elements for their turn, so that was not. That's exactly what I want to see against the Hero Fall deck. A second copy of my unique card. Nope. God bless us, everyone. And shards are overrated. Get strangled, Mr. Goldfather. Guess I should have kept the other one. If I'd have known we were going to draw straight resources for the rest of this game, I would have played the other one. Had I known then what I know now. Sure. Alright, we're done. Got it. So Palm's pretty bad, Decree's pretty bad, these are good, these are good, these are great. Then cut all the Palms. Brighthammer Adept gets +2 defense against Bride decks. Probably cut Jouster. Or Burning Ire in, call it a day. It's fine. Not exciting, but fine. Jake is buying along to the Christmas song and is going on the TV. Got a Leprechaun Artist here. There's a Christmas special on the thing he's watching. Alright. We're not conceding to Hero Fall. You know why? This Brosi's about to be just a fucking 12 for 1 here. Gonna be great. Now Strangle, I'm sure. Yeah. Alright. I guess they technically still have cards in our hand too, but like, get out of here. Your turn. That might have been one early on the Brosi. Maybe I'm supposed to like play Shamrock plus the other one there, but taking all of their cards away seems good. This has to attack. A massacre? Yep. You don't know what Cage does? Come on now. It's the Cage. Come on, give him the Cage. Yeah, I definitely should have played out Shamrock and the other one the turn before I played Brosi. I'm always happy to Brosi like 5+ cards out of him. Sure. Oh no! Oh no, they took my lucky charms! Sure. Have a troop back. Have a nightfall. Brosi's great. I think I messed up how I used him that game a little bit, and he's still fine. I think I should have cut a whack shot and brought a Blinding Ire back in there. It's fine, right? I'm not exciting, but fine. Hopefully it finds us a 2-drop. There aren't a lot of those left in my deck. God bless, it did though. This ceremony good? Might be okay. It's Bride of the Damned. Feels good. This gets to attack here, which gives me a resource, so I'm gonna play second Bride and a Shard next turn. I'm gonna be pretty sad, but otherwise we're in a pretty good spot. Vampire Prince, sure. Ooh, this is actually really good for us, right? Because I get to play this Heckler post-combat. So I'm gonna do this. Oh, I can't. I don't want to guarantee a resource on top of my deck. I'm gonna attack with this. If they double block, I can just grasp one of them. They're not blocking. So I'll play this. This guy makes one of my guys fight one of their guys. They're not excited to massacre this board, so that's good for us. Oh, you want some crackers? We're just holding up removal here. I'm gonna play this out. And then play this out and fate we have a non-resource to the top. Go and attack here. Alright, so this is interesting. I can use this in response. Do I want to use this to fight this? I think so. It's like free value, right? I don't get to attack now, but with this guy, but I get to kill their Vampire Prince. That seems fine for me. I'm kind of sad because I don't have a resource guaranteed for next turn now. Yeah, there's the Massacre. Adept guarantees a shard next turn. This probably guarantees a shard too, honestly. But I kind of want to hit a natural resource, right? Oh, these have plus defense. It doesn't guarantee shit, right? Good job, Hogland. Well played. Have a Phantom. Nightfall. Right, at their 5th threshold. 5th threshold means I probably want to start holding up Winter's Grasp. Play this. I'm going to grab another resource with this. And the reason why I'm grabbing a resource, even though I have Shamrock in play, is because an actual resource will give me a charge, which means I can hit my champion power next turn if I want to. They have another Massacre. They're probably going to fire that off this turn to get the Exalted Pathfinder off the table. We also realistically see a hero fall here. Freeze that X Judgment, sure. Have a Phantom. Have a 2/2 Phantom. Dark Heart of Nulzan. That's kind of scary. Alright, so I can give them this back instead of stacking either of these two, and then I can Winter's Grasp their Bride. Seems fine. So I want to go Skylance Captain, Skylance Captain, Shard, draw a card, Champ Power here, Shard, draw a non-resource, Winter's Grasp here. I don't want to offer Shamrock for the Dark Heart, I don't think. So I'm just going to attack with these two. Probably see a Massacre here. There's no guarantee, right? They already had one. Another Dark Heart, sure. I guess I want to keep these two, actually, right? Because, like, these generate things that I can... They're just going to concede, yep. Alright, I'm gonna push this deck around a little bit. I think the build I had that involved Crusader was a little bit better than this. Is it? Skyguard, Steadfast, and the Storko. Yeah, we beat that blood deck. You know, the really bad matchup. Beat the unwinnables, right? I think the Crusader build's even better against the blood decks, and the regular build's not that bad. Brosi-Buk's a heck of a card. 10 out of 10, 1 game 2 on the back of Brosi-Buk, even though I timed him wrong. Alright, let's filter these. I forgot which Ardent troops I put in here. I feel like Moonrise Elder was one of them. What did I have? I had this chick. I had... It's a regular Moonrise Elder. Where am my AA Moonrise Elder at? I had a Dreamweaver Ancient. One of these. One of these. Dragonspeaker Daliah is great. Swift Strike is really good in these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. With less 1-drops in the deck, I can play more ice, which is great. Do you have the list? Yeah, DM it to me. I'd like to steal from Past Jeff. Past Jeff thought about this a lot harder than I did right now. At this exact moment in time. Link your Discord and your Twitch account, and then if it doesn't happen automatically, unlink it and link it again. You'll see it in the thing. There's room for some palms in here. There's probably room for some palms in here. What are these last 2 cards? Probably a couple of pieces of removal. Pun count with the list. I had 4 Whack Shot. I'm not sure I like 4 Whack Shot anymore. I feel like I can reconsider some of my life choices that arrived me at 4 Whack Shot. I'm gonna throw a couple palms in. Just want more removal. Let's put a couple of grasps in. Just main deck 2 of these. This card's pretty well positioned. There's still a Jouster in my deck. Get out of here. Thanks, Punk Out. Wonder if I want this Pureflame Protector in my deck. It's the only double diamond card. It's probably fine to have 1 double diamond card, right? What's another good Ardent? What's another good Diamond Wild Troop? It's good in an aggressive shell. Any other troops that are like resilient to removal? Aren't really, right? I guess like Llama Herder kinda counts. You just play more top end here when you want to get mid-rangey. This card playable? Your troop or constant with cost 4 or less from your crypt into play. I feel about Threads of Life. Let's get back Exalted Pathfinder, right? Let's try 2 of those. Sounds great. What is this reserves doing? Upgrades for the constant decks. For the budget's constant deck? From the Ashes, Massacre, Hero Fall, all of the expensive quality removal would be reasonable upgrades for that deck. You know what, I'm just gonna cut this last one at the bottom and put a Martyred Saint up the top. Maybe not. I want the last card to be. I'm gonna put a third oak in here for now. I guess what's a card that's good? Does this deck have any cards that like blow out the other aggressive decks? I guess it's like pretty much just this Huntmaster, right? I guess I could put a arcing reversion in here. Arcing Light. Seems terrible. Let's try this. Let's try this. Threads of Life seems like a sweet card. Should play 4 Shard Call. The painful redraws here. Double well opener. That's fine. It's not exciting, but it's fine. Opponent playing Wild Shaper Caliban. Transform a troop you control into a random troop with +2 cost. Sure. Yeah, the Phantoms are definitely like, people undervalue those. They're worth a card a lot of the time. I'm gonna stack a non-resource with this one, and then we'll probably stack a guaranteed 5th resource with this Brighthammer Adept. Cutting the 1-drops and getting to play more ice is probably pretty good. I'm gonna transform build, okay. Let's attack, turn to random 4 costs, sure. Shamrock, which of these 2 am I supposed to do? It's probably just get my momentum building, right? And I'm gonna put a non-troop on top now, because Shamrock is like, or a non-resource, because Shamrock is just like gonna get us a shard next turn, probably. Yeah, Dreamweaver Post Sweeper is really good. Your troop transforms, it gets +1/+1. That's kind of scary. Or +3/+3. This is going to be a real big one. Yep, take 6. Do I need to take a turn off and get rid of this party fungi? I guess... I feel like I might need to take a turn off and get rid of this party fungi. I'm gonna play the Shamrock out. I drew this Pureflame Paladin, or Pureflame Protector, so that means next turn I can go Shard, Champ Power, Pureflame Winter's Grasp. So I think using my health tools is a little bit more of a resource here. They don't have any traditional reach likely in their Sapphire Wild deck, so this way I get to have a two action turn next turn. That's a big in. Do you think Party Fungi knows Slurm McKinsey? The real questions. That's not available at Chump Block. No, sir. Alright, well, that got out of control fairly quickly. Definitely die next turn. Do this. This. Here's the real question. Am I supposed to kill the party fungi here, or am I supposed to kill this thing when they've ready with it? I feel like I'm supposed to kill one of the party fungi here, right? And then like hope that my 6/6 is big enough to block. I think that's the line. Palm of Granite, sure. Let's take 7 charges, so they're gonna get that next turn. Let's get rid of this party fungi, hopefully. They have an interrupt of some sort. Maybe I'm supposed to do this in response because they have like a weave. 6, 7. Just like stack block here. Yeah, kill my favorite. Kill your favorite. It's like, don't get blown out by like an unsummon or something here. So you can kill Shamrock or Sin, but the rest of my squad gets to continue on. I don't have anything left that transforms. So he gets momentum from the Pureflame Protector here, which is nice. I'm just going to attack with the Protector here on the off chance they ramp this up into something I need to throw my Brighthammer Adept under a bus. This turns into something with Flight from Wild Shaper. We'll probably die here. Maybe I should have played Ardent Crusader out because of that, because it has Skyguard. I guess we might see them, because they hit the troop from this, we might see them use this on this now. Okay, I went on that one. That worked out well for us. Yes, it did. It did just make, if they don't have a resource in their hand, they just made a card in their hand unplayable because of the same card infuser. Fun facts. Playing these out before I play my resource here because they'll gain momentum from the Pureflame Paladin. Master. You've slain my Brighthammer Adept. Put a shard on top with this so we can keep guaranteeing momentum here. Now that I have 2 8/8s back, I can just start smashing. It's a Fate Weave and Merry Caravan. We'll give them something here, sure. Lumbering, Deathcry, create a common portal, okay? Cards are so weird looking. Everybody gets huge. It's lethal rate. Just get rid of this, get rid of this, smash. It's lethal without the Decree of Banishing. Decree for good measure. Used all the Buffalo here. Used it all on up. I don't really know what our opponent's doing. A couple more pieces of spot removal might not be the worst. Probably don't need these palms to beat them. The old fun to fun gameplay. I mean, things that transform are fun, right? Actually, he probably can't kill my troops. I'm gonna cut these threads of life. Put these Palm of Granites back in since they can't kill my troops. Awful. So bad, in fact, I'm not even uploading it to YouTube. It was just us getting dumpstered for like 2.5 matches. Yeah, Saint's great, right? Guarantees a 3rd shard. Play Leprechaun. Play some powerful 3-drops. Play some spot removal. I'm still going to put a non-shard on top of my deck here, and the reason for this is I would like a non-slow, or I'm going to put a shard on top of my deck, and the reason for this is I would like another non-slow shard for this hand, so I can go 2-drop into 3-drop on curve. Although I guess going Leprechaun into spot removal attack with Leprechaun's not terrible either. Oh, the Redicone. Hey Jeff, I am liking Green Black Tron. What would you recommend for a GP or an SCG? I think Green Black Tron or Grixis Death Shadow are both very reasonable choices if you want to try and mitigate the large amount of variance you're going to experience playing Modern. That being said, 10 out of 10 if you're looking to be successful competitively, you should... The actual answer is you should find a deck you enjoy playing, because even if you play one of the best decks like Tron or Grixis Shadow, there's still going to be enough random matchups and high variance blowouts that, like, if you're not enjoying playing those decks, they're just not worth playing. But if you genuinely enjoy playing either of those decks, then I think either of those are fine choices. Yeah, Fateweave's kind of nuts. Just like the amount of smoothing you're able to have. You just like especially coming from just like the amount of non-games that just don't happen because of the opening hand algorithm changes and the Fateweave mechanic is just like kind of insane. Yeah, anytime, Redicone. Pathfinder's not a bad one. I think I want to just play ShamWow this turn. Hey, Nane Octane with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. Subs, as always, best way you can show support here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Shamrockerson out. He's like my spirit animal. He's so great. He just like looks at you like, I know what you did. Don't do it. Don't do it again. Hey, Doomfish with the 16-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. This is going to be my last match of the day, by the way, folks. Declan was napping and I finished cleaning my upstairs quicker than expected, so I decided to pop on for a couple matches. We'll be back tomorrow morning with my normal Wednesday morning all hex all morning. Pack Pummeler. When this deals combat damage to opposing champion, Fateweave. Sure. No blocks. No blocks. Try this one. Once more with feeling. Oh, I should have my champ power. I always do that too when I haven't played this deck for a little bit. Champ power gives me an extra momentum, so this guy's gonna be down 2 points of power here. I probably should have done this before playing this. Now, I guess if this didn't resolve, I didn't want to champ power this turn. Put target troop into its controller's hand. Sure. So I'm going to play this out since I still get to play an extra resource this turn. I'll Fateweave a shard to the top of my deck since I'm not going to get one from attacking this turn, and then play this Leprechaun out. So again, different from Magic, if a card has its own, if a trigger or an effect has its only target removed, the rest of the trigger of that effect still resolves. So even though the target for my champion power is removed, I still get the ability to play an additional resource drop that turn. Next turn I get to go Pathfinder, Shard, draw 2, Ardent Crusader. Seems great. Target attacks here for them. Say we found the path. One could argue the path has been found. It's not even gonna be able to hold all these shards. It's not even gonna be able to hold all of them. Neo's just given us too many cards here. Am I supposed to hold all these cards, Neo? Flashball Trickster. That's their uncommon portal, sure. Yeah, Gladiator's definitely it's a limited mechanic for the most part, right? Like right, eat this, take 5, kill you on the backswing. Eat this trade, I suppose, get some phantoms. Play this, because who would I be if I didn't draw the most amount of cards before we kill them? Whee! Whee! These are my troops are amazing! Palm of Granite's fun. Shiggity shwooty, we're coming for that wild shaper booty. I'm not a big fan of the DJ Dark Hearts. I'm like hit or miss on some things. Alright, so we'll probably play this again tomorrow morning. I kind of like this deck. Threads of Life seems sweet. Grind a little bit. I wonder if I want a third Palm of Granite in here. You can see that. I like having 5 pieces of spot removal. I think this build doesn't quite want 4 Brosi-Buks. I think I want an extra Dreamweaver up here because he's really good post sweeper. And what else did I want? I thought about something that I wanted to put in here and now it's escaped me. Yeti-Geddon and made them 2/1s. Yep. Alright, anyway, folks, I'll catch all y'all around later. Remember, if you didn't catch the hour and a half we played with Momentum decks today, you can find it on my YouTube channel, probably about half hour, 20 minutes. Peace.